you're married to a narcissist, or you really think you're married to one, but you're wondering how it's overwhelming to think, how am I going to get away from this person? I don't think I'm ready. In fact, I'm not ready. What are the steps? I need a game plan. That's what this video is about. I'm going to give you a specific game plan, step by step by step, and an overview of the entire escape process, because I've got a resource for every single step of the escape process. Okay, let's get to it. Today's topic, I'm calling it No Shortcuts to Narc Escape. I wish there were, there aren't. Many ladies in my phone advice sessions tell me, Dave, I feel so bad, so dumb because it's taken so long for me to leave the narc. I've wasted so many years of my life. I always say the same thing, don't have any regrets. Great news is now you get it and you're on the way to freedom. That's all that counts. It always takes time. It takes years to come out of the fog and to get free of the narc. In this video, I'm going to give you the overview of the escape process. I have a resource for every single step. You'll find it on my website, davideclarke, Clarke with an E. First, do not believe anyone who tells you that there is a shortcut to leaving your narc, that you can do it easily and quickly. That is absolute baloney, a big, fat, stinking lie. There are no shortcuts to the escape process. It is brutally difficult and will take time and tremendous effort. That's truth. Fact. I have the resources to help you escape the narc and heal and build a new life. We have seen God use our resources to get thousands of women and men free of their abusive narc. Now, here's an overview of your escape process. 7 steps. This will be fast-paced here. Boom, boom, boom. You want to listen to all these steps because they're all important. And you may be, in a certain spot in these steps, and that's fine. You might not have to buy all these materials, but you know what? Wherever you are, I've got the material for you. Step 1 is you have to realize you're married to a narc. First foundational step. This can take and usually takes years. You're in a fog. You don't know why he's the way he is. You have to figure out why he's hurting you. You don't know. You're trying so hard, so very hard to love him, to be a great wife, to meet his needs. Nothing works, of course. You're confused. You're in a codependent fog. My book, My Marriage Hurts, will make it clear if you're married to a narcissist or not. Now, if you would say, Dave, I know I am, okay, you don't need this. But if you're wondering, get My Marriage Hurts. Step 2, you have to realize the narc will never change. Once you might say, Dave, I'm married to a narc, but I still think there's a chance he'll change. No, you're going to waste years of your life trying to change him. No. The big lie that our culture and the Christian community pushes is this: your spouse will change and the two of you will live happily ever after. Oh my goodness, everybody wants that. You'll never get it with a narc. You believe this lie because you don't want a divorce. And can't God change the narc? Well, of course God can do anything, but God's not going to change anyone who doesn't want to change, and your narc doesn't want to change and will never want to change. He'll act like it. That's why I did this video series, He's Not Changing. This destroys the big lie. This is a huge step forward, because if you believe he's going to change, you're not going anywhere. Get this, he's not changing. Video series. Step 3. You have to break that trauma bond. Critically important. If you live for any amount of time with a narcissist, you're trauma bonded to him. You don't want to be, you are. You are stuck to your narc in this trauma bond. When you are repeatedly traumatized, and the narc will see to that, you lose yourself, you lose who you are, your identity, your personality, and you become psychologically fused to your abuser. You give him control of your life. It's exactly what he wants. And as more and more abuse attacks you, you become more and more trauma bonded to your narc. My book, Codependent Hell, will shred your trauma bond, get you righteously angry, and empower you for the escape journey. Critically important. Not a long book, but I'll tell you exactly how to shred this trauma bond. And many of you, even if you're divorced, you may still be trauma bonded to your narc. We're going to get rid of that trauma bond. Okay, step 4. You have to get healthy enough and strong enough to leave this dirtball. You need to reclaim your identity, who you are, because you've lost it. You need to take back your emotions, your thoughts, your opinions, your respect, your dignity, your self-esteem, your confidence, your voice, your family, your friends, your hobbies, your career if you work. I've got just the ticket for you. You're shredding the trauma bond, and now from codependent to independent. This ebook is going to show you how to fight back against the narc, how to respond to every type of abuse he throws at you, how to show your kids the truth about the narc, how to be you again, how to be strong and assertive and resilient. Vitally important. It's going to make all the difference in your life. And it really prepares you to leave him. Step 5, you have to prepare to leave. There are specific steps of preparation. Even when you know you have to leave the narc, you're not ready to leave yet. Now I'm helping you, these initial resources, with the emotional part of it. Now we're going to get to the practical part of it. You need to get prepared in a number of critical areas: financial, support team, getting your kids ready, getting emotionally prepared, which you've already kind of covered, and we continue it. getting income and a place to live, getting closer to God. My book, Enough is Enough, I wrote it for that specific reason. Here's what you have to do, and not do, but mostly to do to get ready to leave this dirtball. Practical steps. You don't just walk out the door. You have to have everything in place. Enough is Enough will help you get everything in place. Step 6, you have to survive the divorce nightmare. If being married to one, a narc is a nightmare, and it is, getting divorced is another nightmare. You have to navigate your way through. He's going to get a sleazeball attorney and attack you on every single front. The divorce will be a vicious all-out war. Well, I've got the war plan for you. It's escaping your narcissist. All right? What to expect when you divorce a narc. All his tricks. And how you can respond to each one of them and keep your kids close to you and get through and survive the divorce. Step 7, and finally, you have to heal and build your new life. You're finally through all the other steps and you're healed, and you're not healed yet, but you're divorced, okay? Now's the time for healing and recovery. You have to heal from the trauma the narc caused, and you have to heal from the trauma others have caused you in your life. You need to learn how to manage the narc ex and his continued attacks on you. You need to teach your kids how to deal with the narc ex. You need to build a new, healthy, happy life. I've got the book for you. I didn't want a divorce, now what? Subtitle, How to Deal with Your Ex and Your Kids, Heal and Get a Reset in Your Life. This is going to be the ticket for your healing and recovery. I'm going to add one more resource that many have found helpful. If the narc has turned your children against you, whatever age your kids are, from 3-4 years old all the way up to adults, if he's alienated your kids against you, I have a video series that will show you how to get your kids back. Narcissist unmommed me. It'll give you the best chance, biblically supported, to get your kids turned away from the narc and turned back to you. As you can see, I've got every step of the escape, the narc process covered. All these resources are on my website, davideclarke.com. That's Clarke with an E. And I want to add this, you may not need all these resources depending on where you are in the process. But one way to find out exactly where you are in the process and exactly the resources you need is to do a phone advice session with me. I will get the background. After 40 years of experience, I'm going to pinpoint where you are and give you exactly what you need to continue and complete your escape journey and build your new life. So if that interests you, all you have to do is comment the word freedom below, and the link to my phone advice will be sent right to you. And finally, I'll close with this. Many of you, in fact, half of you, according to our analytics, Phil Dugas tells me, and he's never wrong, rarely wrong, is that 50% are viewing the videos but are not subscribed to our YouTube channel. So we would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You just have to tap the button. You're on the team, and it will make a difference for us, and I think for many others that we're trying to save from their narcs.